pleasure to introduce Audrey Siegl. Audrey came into a class that I was in this summer, and she spoke, and I just was absolutely in awe of her energy and her story. I'm sure she didn't remember me because there were so many students, and I know she does a lot of speaking, but she is unbelievable, and we are so lucky to have her here. Audrey Siegl is from Musqueam, and she's going to welcome us to this unceded territory.
Hello, everybody. First, let me say Haitsapka. Haitsapka is the phrase that's used for thank you in my language. I'm already moved by the energy and by the fact that everybody's here. So I say Haitsapka for being here, Haitsapka for caring, Haitsapka for being the difference that needs to be made out there, for connecting with each other, for having an open heart and an open mind and allowing yourself to just be human and to understand that the person sitting next to you, they're human too. So the reason I'm here, it's multiple reasons. First, to acknowledge that this is the unceded land of my ancestors, the Musqueam people. So to start it off right, I say, Mitsep kwatquilam atanash with Musqueam tamoch tanawel. Ike when a allowance gonzi gutsnala. Schem tanok when a squeak. Tanitsanat who Musqueam ama hwai huigden, Eitzelina August, than a seat last. This is the downriver dialect of a language family known as Hulkamalem. It's only spoken here in this area of the world. The English translation is, welcome to the traditional unceded lands of the Musqueam people. My name is Chlemtanot. It gives me feelings of great joy to be here with you today. I am the granddaughter of the late Stephen and Selena August. This is more than just a welcome to me, though. This is actually the reason why I am here today. Since I was 5, in kindergarten, I had what I didn't know was anxiety, panic, obsessive compulsive disorder, all these labels that are put on ways that we find to cope with things that happen in our life that we don't yet have the tools to be able to sort out in any other way. So the whole topic and theme of balancing our minds, this is how I've learned to live for the last 15 years. I gave up everything. I moved away from anything that brought me comfort. I moved away from any connection that I had to what had led me to a place that I couldn't get out of bed for 3 months, that I couldn't step outside my door. I was constantly living in fear of having a heart attack, and I thought I was crazy. It turns out it was panic, it was anxiety, it was the cumulative effect of a lot of hard and stressful situations that were never sorted out. And through therapy, but mostly through connecting to my ancestors, connecting to my culture, connecting to this land that I'm so lucky to be on, that my ancestors have been on for over 10,000 years, I found my way literally out of the darkest days of my life to, as Brent said, shockingly be here. I would have never imagined that I would be invited and welcomed to come and speak at an event like this, because most of the time we look around and we see the pretty faces and the pretty smiles and the quote-unquote perfect lives, but really no such thing exists. So my journey has been, it's been varied, it's been beautiful, but it's been hard at the same time. Before I carry on, to finish the welcome, I will sing a song. This is a song, most of the work that I do specifically for women, for the life givers. So I sing this song for the women and for all of the amazing men who support us, all of the amazing men who stand strong beside and at times in front of us so we can do what we need to do. It's the Strong Woman song, and please do clap along with me. Let's make it interactive so you can be part of it as well. And then when I finish the song, I'll be watching the timekeeper to see how much longer I have to share. Thank you. I love when everybody claps and joins in. So the biggest part of the healing for me, which has led to the balance, which has led to my own grounding, which has led to the peace that I have in me now, I found in my drum. I found from connecting, as I said, to my ancestors. I was always so ashamed of being an Indian, of being First Nations. I looked around and I believed the stereotypes and I believed what society told me I was. I allowed the external influences and beliefs, which are completely false, to dictate to me that I would carry shame and rage and pain until I was 28 years old. And at 28 years old, well, the doctor said it was a break, but really it was huaitha. It was me waking myself up to the fact that it doesn't matter where my ancestors come from. I deserve to be here. I deserve to have peace. I deserve to have comfort. I deserve to be respected, and that all started inside myself. So for us, our drums are the heartbeat of the earth, and our songs are the prayers. And I didn't believe I was even worthy of touching a drum. I didn't believe I was worthy of singing a song. I had probably the lowest opinion of myself, more than I could imagine. And it's now been a 15-year journey, and I am grateful for the drum. I am grateful for my beautiful Musqueam brothers and sisters who welcomed me back to the community after being so ashamed and keeping my distance for so long, to help me connect, to help me learn the language that our ancestors have spoken, to help me learn the songs, to enable me to stand proud and say, "Itsen him Musqueam." I am Musqueam, because this is a huge part of who I am. Each of us, we are the embodiment of our ancestors, even scientifically, DNA-wise. We can go back and look at those genes and trace where we come from. So we have a strength that most people don't tap into, and the knowledge of those ancestors and the work that those ancestors have done. And as I've said, that healing that I found, I would have never imagined that that was possible. First, I didn't think I deserved it. I thought that I deserved the worst. I thought I deserved to continue to suffer. I thought I deserved to continue to be treated horribly. And now I know that that's not true. I know that I deserve my love. I know that I deserve your respect. And it's the same for each of you. It's this crazy journey of, as we've heard many times, self-discovery. But along the way, we discover that we are all so much more alike than different. It doesn't matter what color our skin is. It doesn't matter who we pray to. The fact that we believe in something bigger than ourselves a lot of the time, just to hand things off to when it gets overwhelming. This is an amazing gift. For me, I go to the trees. I go to the water. I go and I have fires. I sit, I bring my drum, and this is where I find my peace. This is where I find my healing. I also find my peace and healing in opening up and sharing my experience, because what if me sharing my experience is what it takes for just one person to know that they're gonna make it, that they are not alone, as so many of us feel. I have many days where I feel that I'm alone. I have many days where I feel I have no one to lean on, and this is after the work that I've done. But more and more, especially with summits like this and seeing so many youthful faces that are interested in connecting and uniting, it doesn't just give me hope, it inspires me. It adds fire to what I do, because what I do is, my job is to represent for my ancestors, the ones who've gone on, whose voices haven't been heard, the ones whose voices have been silenced, and to be able to use our traditional language, to be able to sing our songs. It fills me with a pride that you can't imagine unless you do it yourself. So I encourage every one of you, go to where your ancestors are from, put your feet on that land. If you can learn the language, learn the language. If you can just sit around the language, be around the language. Learn how your people live, because this is a huge part of the disconnection. Part of why we have to reconnect, and it seems like an obvious statement, but if you think about it for a second, it isn't, is because we are so disconnected. And why are we disconnected? We're disconnected for all kinds of reasons. So I inspire you all, please work to connect. Please work to know that you deserve only the best, and that better days are coming for all of us, and that counts on us continuing to do the work that we're doing. I say haitsapka to each of you, to the organizers, to each of the sponsors for creating this day, and carry on and have a great day, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Audrey, for sharing some of your story and really tying it back to the theme of connection for the day and for welcoming us to this land.
Absolutely. That's an important part of the day. And Audrey, all I can say is you are worthy. Is she not? Yeah.